Greetings, everyone. Hello, it's Nanette Saylor here on the Two Doors group. And I am here today without Mary. So we want to say a big shout out to Mary today and to welcome all of you and to say thank you. Most importantly, to say thank you for being here because we are celebrating 6 months this week of Two Doors with Mary Wong. And we are so excited and energized by what we have all created that Mary and I thought today would be a great day to talk about dreams and wishes and what it takes to really embrace celebrating what can be created, who you are, and where we are all going on this journey together. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining Mary and I, and also Maria Lopez. Hopefully you've been checking in with Maria for her financial talks. We've had a couple of those so far. So yeah, here we are. Two doors. What keys, what possibilities, what things have been showing up for you? And how do you want to come on Thursday to celebrate? What do you want to bring with you to share with us for that super cool experience on this Thursday at Sundine's Faces? So yeah, so I thought today I would talk a little bit about celebration and how it is that we, particularly as women, don't generally celebrate our wins, don't generally celebrate our experiences, don't generally acknowledge ourselves for all that we are and all that we bring to the world and all that we experience. And to share a couple of suggestions for how it might be possible for you to bring more celebration into your life and to use that energy to fuel what else is possible, to take you to the next place, to allow yourself to step into dreaming in a way that's bigger, dreaming in a way that's expansive, dreaming in a way that takes you to places that you didn't know before. Right? We can use the example. We can use the example here of all of us coming together at Two Doors through Mary's vision. A few years ago, if you asked her if this was possible, she would have not agreed. She didn't have the vision then. She didn't see the possibility of this experience. She didn't have the experience that led her to have this experience. And still here we are. So it's a really interesting thing to put yourself in the place of being able to witness the opportunities that are showing up in your life. And when we choose to celebrate being who we are, choose to celebrate our experiences, all of them, then we heighten that awareness of what opportunities are showing up in our lives. Yeah, so celebration. What is celebration? What does celebration look like to you? In our traditional ways, we call celebration things like birthday parties and anniversary parties and holidays and acknowledgments of special events. What if a celebration could simply be you getting up in the morning and having a gratitude practice that enables you to see all of the beautiful things around you in your world? That in and of itself is the simplest and to me the purest celebration of all, simply acknowledging with gratitude that you have started a new day. And when we can allow ourselves to take the same energy that we would put into our 12-year-old's birthday party or our parents' 50th anniversary or our own 10th wedding anniversary or our own 50th birthday party, if we could take that same energy and put it into a daily practice of starting with gratitude and finishing with gratitude as a celebration for simply what is, what else might you see begin to expand in your life, right? So that is one of the simplest things that we can all do to raise the vibration of our willingness to celebrate. And then from that place, I want to encourage you to consider when it was the last time that you got to a place where you achieved something you had been working really hard for. Just take yourself back there for a minute and ask yourself, did you pause at any time when you achieved that milestone to really acknowledge yourself for achieving that thing? Or is it more likely that you then immediately set another sight that was higher, another bar for you to jump over, and you went immediately to the, well, this isn't quite enough for me yet, let me go to this next level, without pausing. I want to really invite you to consider that, to think about how it is that when you get to a place of an accomplishment, how it is that you acknowledge you for that. Or might you be in the place where you're looking around for others to acknowledge you for this? And what if you didn't have to look to others to acknowledge you, and you could simply look to you to acknowledge you? And you gave yourself permission to do it. So a lot of you know that I love to talk about giving yourself permission to play. Well, today I want to give you permission to celebrate. Give you permission to celebrate. If you have been attending Two Doors every month for 6 months, when you come on Thursday, please come with a celebration to share. And please come with a story of how it is that you have acknowledged you. And between now and then, I want you to live that experience, whatever it is. And it doesn't have to be that you are going out to spend a lot of money for something. It can simply be that you paused and you wrote in your journal in the morning, or you said, you gave yourself even a little thank you note. You know, you can actually send those to yourself. Yes. So, oh, look, Lisa's joined us. Hi, so glad to see you here. Thank you for joining us, Lisa. We're talking about celebration. We are talking about Thursday being the 6-month celebration of the Two Doors events. And we're talking about wishing and dreaming and taking it bigger and going beyond where our consciousness lets us go, right? And being in the space of using awareness and celebrating our small successes, celebrating simply being us, and being in that place of looking for opportunities through that act of celebrating that will help lead us in the direction of those big wishes. So yeah, so for everybody, I just put a call to action out there, and I want to remind you all, please, when you come, and hopefully you saw the invite that said you can bring a friend at a discount, so please do that. This will be a really fun event. When you come on Thursday to Sentence Faces in Boca, we start at 6. When you come on Thursday, come with a celebration in mind. Come with something to share. And come with a big wish. Come with a big dream. And maybe you'll be brave enough or courageous enough to stand up and share that with the group too. Or maybe you declared one when we got started. Some of you did. and you've been unlocking the doors and using the keys that we've been giving you each month, maybe you are moving in the direction of that big dream and you'd like to share that progress. Because here's the other thing about celebration. We don't have to just wait until we get to the end to celebrate. Why not celebrate each of the steps along the way? We're marking this 6-month anniversary for a reason. We want to bring that energy into the group and remind everyone how far we've come. There is so much going on with connections that are happening, with businesses that are building, with voices that are being heard, with books that are being written, with stories that are being told. All amongst the members of this group, those are all worth celebrating at every stage along the way. Every stage along the way. Yeah, so one of the things that Mary likes to do when we come together for these chats, and Mary sends her best wishes for everybody and is so very sorry that she can't be here with us today, but she'll be back. We know how that works. She'll be back for sure. One of the things she likes to do is bring some resources in, and so I thought I would share with you guys one of my favorite books about dreaming, wishing, and reaching for new heights by Tara Moore. I don't know the reflection. There we go. That's better. Tara Moore, Playing Big. Find your voice, your mission, your message. She is magical in this book at helping we as women in particular, and I know there are a few men in the group, and you guys, there is some stuff in here for you too. There's some resonance in here. What I love about how Tara presents her material is that she gives us a lot of opportunity to check in with ourselves, and she gives us tools to help to discern when we're listening to what she calls our inner mentor and when we're listening to our inner critic. And in that place of celebrating and dreaming big, one of the key things that we want to master is this skill, and it really is a skill. It's a practice and a skill of hearing the difference between the voices in our head that are telling us that it's not enough, that we didn't do what we said we were going to do, that even though we might have gotten to this milestone, it's still not big enough, that it's not worthy of celebration, right? That voice, the one that tells us we're no good, the one that tells us that, quite frankly, it sucks, whatever it is that we created, right? That nobody's going to listen to it, nobody's going to watch it, nobody's going to want it. I need to just tear it up and throw it away. Whatever that voice is, that's the voice of your inner critic. And Tara does a great job in this book of helping us discern the difference between that voice, the one that is snarky and nasty and tells you things that you would never say to another human being. That one, that's your inner critic. The other voice, the voice of our inner mentor, the one that says, you've got this, girlfriend. You can do it. You are surrounded by people who love and support you. You have the Two Doors group to go to. You have resources and you have expertise and you have inside you everything that you need. That voice, that's your inner mentor. And that's the one that we want to be listening to when we start dreaming bigger. Oh, hey, Patty. Hi, glad you joined us. Thanks. So nice to see you. Yeah, so we're talking about Tara Moore, Playing Big. This is an awesome, awesome book. She also has an online group. Lots of resources in here about how to stretch and how to hear your own voice, and so that you can speak with courage and you can be brave and you can step into things that are bigger than you ever thought possible, right? That's really the thing, is that what we know about our conscious mind is it's there to protect us. And our inner critic exists for a reason. That inner critic thinks that it's helping us. It thinks it's keeping us from getting hurt, right? So we need to practice dialing that voice down, acknowledging and saying, oh, I hear you. Thank you for that warning. And let me not give you my full attention. Let me listen instead to this other voice of my inner wisdom that's saying, you know, there's something else out here for you. There's a next step. There's a vision and there's a dream. There's a wish that you have, a feeling that's calling you forward. Let's see if we can follow that for a minute. Right? Let's see if we can follow that for a minute. So what do dreams look like? What do dreams look like? Now, it's funny, every time I use a sentence like that, where I say, what do dreams look like, as opposed to what do dreams sound like or feel like, I recognize that that's another tell of what a visual being I am, because to me, dreams come in pictures. Dreams come in me closing my eyes and imagining myself in a time and a place, surrounded by other people, whatever that looks like. Some of you may have a visioning practice. Some of you may even have some vision boards like I have behind me. Those are all part of what dreams look like. And by playing in that space, by practicing that, you begin to bring your dreams alive. Our monthly door hangers, the ones that we've been making, hopefully a lot of you have been making them, that practice is a part of bringing your dreams alive and reinforcing what those are and reinforcing the support, the keys, the things that you know that you need. And it's your subconscious way of talking to you and telling you that it's okay for you to step out and to try this new thing, whatever that is. So please join us on Thursday. Please think about, what do you want to celebrate and how are you celebrating every day? We all have long lists of to-dos. We all have things that we're hoping to accomplish. And we all have that next level of big dream too. And if we don't stop to celebrate the little steps along the way, we'll lose our energy. We'll be afraid. We won't have the courage. We won't learn to be brave enough to keep stretching. So I encourage you to think about, what are you going to celebrate on Thursday when you come with us? And how are you acknowledging your celebrations every single day? Hey, Guy, welcome. So glad you're here. Yes. So as we wrap up today, a couple of things that I touched on that I hope that you all will bring with you. And again, don't forget, we have a special Bring a Friend on Thursday. So please try to consider that. A couple of things we talked about. Celebration, how important celebrating in our lives is, and simply to notice, no judgment here, simply to notice how often you move immediately from one level of achievement. So let's say there's something you wanted to do and you get that thing done and you immediately go to the next thing without pausing to acknowledge. So the first step is notice. Do you have a practice in your life where you stop to celebrate? Either alone or with a partner or with others? If you're a part of an organization, are you pausing in the organization to say, congratulations, look what we've accomplished. See how far we've come, right? That's what our 6-month anniversary at Two Doors is all about on Thursday. Look how far we've come. Wow. If we didn't stop to pause and acknowledge that, we get much further down the line and really not internalize the transformation that's happening for all of us. And when that transformation happens, our subconscious begins to see possibilities, and it moves from subconscious to conscious, right? When we give ourselves an opportunity to celebrate, we raise our vibration, we allow ourselves to be in the space of acknowledging what else is possible, and staying in the space of inviting what else is possible to show up, and to be in the awareness of acknowledging it and noticing it. So first step is to simply notice. If you've been in a place of moving fast and furious without stopping to give yourself credit for how far you've come, and you don't have a practice in place to acknowledge your successes, your gratitude for what has happened in your day, what you have created in your day and in your world, in your life, if you don't have a practice for that, I want to invite you to consider the simplest way to get started is with a daily gratitude practice. If you'd like to write it in a book, in a journal, please do. I'm a big fan of that. If you're not yet ready to begin writing it down, simply putting your feet on the floor in the morning with your eyes closed, take a breath and acknowledge what you're grateful for. And when you get to put your head down on the pillow at the end of the day, same thing. So that's your first call to action today. Your next call to action is to come on Thursday, to come with something to celebrate, to share with the group. Really give some attention to where were you in January when we got started, and where are you now? What's important to you, and how has the dial shifted in your life? What's changed? Seeing that, acknowledging it, giving yourself credit for it, voicing it, and sharing it with others makes it very, very powerful. And then the next step is, hey, Karen, hi, Brenda. The next step is, now that you've celebrated what you've accomplished, where do you want to go next? Stay in the question of what else is possible. Allow yourself to consider things beyond what feel real. Take those dreams bigger and bigger and bigger. And if you sit down with a journal as part of a practice of doing this kind of visioning, and you write some crazy ideas, don't stop yourself. Let those ideas flow through. Let them be. James Altucher is another one of my favorite writers and storytellers, and he's actually an improv stand-up comedian and a multimillionaire finance guy. He wears 100 hats. He has a practice of writing down 10 creative ideas every day, something new, something crazy, every single day as part of his morning journaling practice. Just write down 10 crazy ideas. Something will come from there that you never thought possible before. Just allow yourself to go with that energy. And if you have a solid vision for a big dream, reaffirm that big dream every single day. If you don't have it written down in a little statement that you can carry like a business card size in your wallet, I encourage you to do that. Bring that little dream with you to our Two Doors meeting on Thursday and share it with the group if you so choose, if you feel that inclined. We will be celebrating, for sure. We will be celebrating all of you, joining all of us, and in this thing, right? It's a thing, it's an entity, it has energy, and it is called Two Doors, and we are moving along together as we explore what's possible for all of us, as we open those doors that we've been keeping closed, as we use the keys, we define the keys, we learn new ways of doing and being so that we can step into this next level of whatever our self is becoming, right? And as we grow, the group grows, the energy of all of us up levels, and we come back around to what else is possible, right? So with that, my friends, I'm going to close today. Thank you for joining me. Mary sends her love. And we will look forward to seeing you on Thursday at 2 Doors. Please remember, bring a friend, send 9 spaces in Boca, 6 o'clock. And feel free to post your thoughts in the group here. You know, if you have some ideas, how is it that you celebrate? Share some of those things with all of us, because it's not just me that has ideas of how we can do these things to continue to lift ourselves up. The more we do, the more we share, the higher vibes for everybody. So, thanks for being here. See you all next time.